Going on to you, Taurus, out there. Hope y'all are having a great day. So listen, you have the Ace of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and you have the Page of Wands. These three cards right here for you, Taurus. So the Ace of Swords, y'all already know what I'm going to say. A lot of you are not going to work so hard to try to get to know somebody. A lot of you, Taurus, are trying to figure out right now, like, okay, how much is the right amount? How much effort should you, Taurus, actually choose to show before a person decides that you're the right one for them, right? Or you could potentially be someone that they can be with long term. A lot of you, Taurus, are also understanding that, like, other people don't really appreciate what's good for them. And you, Taurus, are absolutely correct. I mean, absolutely correct. In today's world, a lot of people don't appreciate love, right? Things to them are, like I said, it's backwards day, every day for the rest of their life, right? People that show them love are the people that they treat like trash, and the people that treat them like trash are the people that, yeah, clap for, yeah, they want more of, all this other type of nonsense, right? But you, Taurus, seem to be approaching people with the right type of value system, right? Trying to get to know people, trying to create a spiritual, physical, mental, emotional bond with. And, a lot of people are not appreciating it. But it just goes to show you the times that we're living in, right? This is why you can't take it so personally. The Six of Pentacles, you understand, again, relationships have to go both ways. It has to be a two-way street. The Page of Wands, because you, Taurus, you bringing in a lot for you. You bringing in a lot. You got a lot going on. And you, Taurus, are trying to make sure that you actually have some space to grow with somebody. Because truth be told, right, I'm going to get into it. The Six of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Because all it is that you're seeing right here is fakes, frauds, people that don't offer anything to you, but then at the same time they want so much. And this is what I mean when I say that that's a parasocial relationship. That's a parasite, a person who wants way more than the value that they are bringing to the table. By definition, is a parasite. Because if you look up the definition of a parasite, it's an animal or a person, right, or a plant that lives off of others, and that in certain cases can others. So what does the host, right, they call it a host, what does the host get in return for all the years of being parasited off of? 86th in certain cases, or having everything taken away from them legally, right, because these courts are corrupt, or right, or regardless of whatever you're going in for, right? This ain't some whatever. I'm talking about regardless of whatever you're in for, or other people just agree to just let it happen, even if it's not like court-wise. Other people just agree to keep it silent, so they get away with it. They get away, even if it's criminal, they get away with the crime, even if it goes to that point. Let's just say it's not criminal, but even if it goes to that point, so now, right, this is what it is. And I'm saying, like, why would you, Taurus, want to be in a situation like that with somebody else where they looking at you like you have to provide value, and that you ain't trash, even though you're the one providing all the value? No, the Six of Swords, you see anybody who has this type of mentality as being a weirdo, because they are. Once again, like it is, I said before, right? Like, people who are parasites, right? You have to understand the way that the parasite thinks and operates. The parasite has the mentality of, I'm too weak. They know this. That's why they're trying so hard to cover it up. The parasite understands this. I'm weak and I'm too vulnerable to actually get it on off the strength off my own back. I'm too weak for that. So what I've got to do is I've got to think smarter, not harder. So what I have to do is find someone who is valuable, or who can bring something valuable to me, but who is valuable, and basically take what I can get off of them by playing nice or pretending that I care about them. I am appealing to their emotional vulnerabilities that everybody has, or at least they think that, so that I can get financial gain out of it, right? Leeches are also spiritually bankrupt. Parasites don't really have, parasites don't really have a use in nature. And I'm going to study parasitic organisms more to get a better understanding of it. But I will admit that I don't know too much about it like that to say if they actually always existed in nature. But I don't suspect that they ever have existed in nature up until a recent point. I didn't think that they did exist. So the situation with that is the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands right here represents how this is a situation for you where, and because you, Taurus, understand said value, because you, Taurus, understand your value, that it's not worth trying to put yourself out there all the time, because when you do that, people will try to take advantage. They'll try to use you. They'll try to make you the fault for all their problems, the source of all their problems. You, Taurus, now have a better understanding to understand what's going on, right? The Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. You, Taurus, like I've been talking about for the past couple of weeks, right? Or I should say the past couple of Taurus videos. You're beginning to, a lot of you, Taurus, on a deeper level. Shout outs to all the people who are new coming in. Shout out, subscribe. Definitely subscribe. Smash that like button. Leave a comment if you could. Let's blow this channel up. Come on now, so I can reach 20,000. Go on our way to 100,000, right? Definitely. And y'all know that I'm gonna go ahead and give back. So anyway, right? So for you, point that I'm trying to make here is you're beginning to understand your value on a deeper level, and why you can't just be smashing or doing right, smashing or looking to just engage with anybody. And you're right. When you do not have self-respect, you are looking for physical touch, right? You want someone to hold you and be around. But when you have value, that physical touch, yes, it's important, but at the same time, you're looking at the overall value of a person and a much more bigger perspective of the situation. So the Ten of Pentacles is they want money. Some of these people who have come to you, they want money. A lot of people out here sack chasing. And you, Taurus, know that. So a lot of you, Taurus, are understanding to put away the cash, that you're not spending a whole lot of money on dates, and either no money at all, and the person is going to have to accept that, or very little money to where it's inconsequential. There is no consequence if you spend that. The only way that it would be a consequence is if you spend a whole lot, and spending a whole lot of something so cheap, right, as far as financially, right, the asking price so cheap, like an ice cream date. Only the people who get bent out of shape is gonna have a problem with an ice cream, with an ice cream date. They gotta be parasites. The only people who get bent out of shape about an ice cream date is a parasite. Because why? Because it's odd to not want an ice cream date, which is safe, because it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, the opposite person isn't even cooking, so, or putting their hands in it. So you know that it's coming from a more fair source, right? Because, right, generally, because of the fact that you're not making it, they're not making it, right? So there's no suspicion the first time y'all getting to know each other like that. There's no real suspicion. And inconsequentially, it's cheap. The only way that it'll be expensive is if you go ahead and you go all out. Come on, but how expensive can ice cream be? Ice cream has been around for hundreds of years, right? You know what I'm saying? Things become less expensive, except for assets, but most things become less expensive with time. And the Ace of Wands represents you're not just money. You have a lot of other skills too. And I don't mean physical skills as well. Maybe, I don't know. Y'all know that yourselves, but also you're a good conversationalist. You actually do research, right? So there's value in that too. There's value in camaraderie, companionship. The person just doesn't feel like all the relationship consists of is them spending money on dates and them like getting a piece, right? They actually feel like you're in the relationship with them because they're not the only one that's just coming up with the topic. They're not the only one that's exclusively excited about, I don't know, going to a video game competition. I've met somebody through a video game competition one time. You know, literally just messing around with Mario Brothers, just playing Mario Kart and other Mario stuff, just video games. Somebody took me there. A friend of mine, a homie of mine actually, with his family, right? And you know, that's a whole other story. I ain't even gonna get into that, but that's a whole other story we ain't gonna get into. That's a whole other kettle of fish. But regardless, the point is that I definitely understand, right? It's, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a very difficult thing to, because people treat you people have a problem understanding nuance. People have a problem understanding that you're just not one thing, right? Like, and it's so frustrating to where, you know, even me myself, because like I said, Taurus, I understand. It's frustrating because I'm trying to get to know somebody. They don't look at me like that, right? Or at least they're trying to play it off like that, right? They just look at me as being smart, but I'm that too. Or you know, people will only look at me like, oh, you just a good time. This is why it is that, this is the reason why it is that I don't play that nonsense when it comes to calling me a player or this, that, and the third, because it's objectification. You're objectifying me because what I am doing, what I am showcasing, what I am actually living, it's not even just an act, like it's like an act, like it's fake. I am a ladies' man. I am a person that likes the ladies, right? You know, but I also am a person that can be in a monogamous relationship. And I would actually prefer to be in a monogamous relationship. But women being attracted to me, right? And women being, obviously, right? Women being attractive and attracted to me does not necessarily mean that I'm going out and I am cheating. And, you know, nuance gets lost on people. They don't understand that those two things can be true at the exact same time. It has to be one, because they're so busy playing the narrative. And these narratives be getting people caught up, because when they move like this with you, Taurus, how are those people actually going to really get a chance to really meet you and really understand you like that? So you, Taurus, can bring that value and provide that value to the person that you're in a relationship with. And the answer is you're not going to be able to. That's the catch-22 to the whole thing. You're not going to be able to, because what's going to happen here is the Page of Cups. They only are going to be able to understand you from a delusional perspective. You have to only be one thing, which is objectification. By definition, that's what objectification is. right? Treating someone like an object is when you have oversimplified them to own or classified them as only one thing. That's how you make an object out of somebody. That's how you make an object out of somebody, right? You make an object out of someone because its purpose, its entire purpose is to do this one thing, and that it does not have an identity. It does not have other identities, right? And I'm not talking about it from a dysfunctional standpoint. I'm talking about identities from, like, it doesn't have other characteristics or aspects or traits to it. And this is what I mean why it is I say that people are delusional in that sense. And you Taurus are starting to understand, to get an idea of how delusional they actually are. The Eight of Swords and the King of Wands is about, so this means that you Taurus have to stand strong now. And now comes a more strong test. The test that you Taurus are having is, now you Taurus have to stand strong, because you're going to see how people will objectify you. You know, they'll see only your physical body. You know, maybe y'all look good in the face. Maybe y'all got nice hips. Maybe y'all got long hair, right? Maybe y'all have smooth, one-tone skin, right? Which is beautiful, right? That's attractive to me, right? But, you know, maybe they only see that. Maybe they only see your ability to make money. A lot of Taurus people tend to be in, like, hospice jobs, right? Hospitable jobs, right? Something that has to do with caretaking, right? Love, right? Love, right? Because y'all are the lovers of the zodiac. So now it's your time where you Taurus are going to begin to understand on a deeper level how people work hard to objectify the same thing that they don't want, right? They want you to look at them and see the light, see their value, respect their life, respect the fact that they are a multi-talented living being, but while at the same time objectifying you. Some of these people are crazy. That elevator doesn't go all the way to the top. So let's clarify the King of Wands. Ace of Cups, Six of Swords, the Devil, Ten of Wands, and the Two of Wands, to clarify it for you, Taurus. So the Ace of Cups right here speaks to clarify the King of Wands. So the Ace of Cups right here, let me show you, hold on. The Ace of Cups for you Taurus represents how a lot of you Taurus have so much to offer, much more than just one thing. But you will not allow someone to ridicule you or even insult you by demeaning your value down to such a low level. It's not going to happen. The Devil and the Ten of Wands, somebody's going to have to actually treat you like a human, like a living being. You're alive. You're a human being, not a human doing, right? And so the thing is that the Two of Wands represents, if not, you're going to have to leave them alone. Don't ever, let me explain something to you, Taurus. Don't ever let somebody treat you like you are an inanimate object. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I'm trying to grow to 20,000 subs. I have 12,850 some odd subs. Would appreciate it if you smash the subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. There's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website where there's all the ways to get a personal reading, birth chart readings, books that I have there on Amazon, as well as the merch. Go ahead. If you're in a position to buy something, go ahead and buy something. It'll help me out tremendously. Doesn't matter how little you spend, how extreme amount you may spend. Maybe you're a rich subscriber or something like that. But anyway, would really appreciate it if you would. It definitely helps me out and the channel tremendously. Peace.